Hello, shining ones. Megas here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. Excited about today's video. I'm going to respond to one of our viewers' comments. He's asking a question about is God just? Well, actually, he has two questions. I want to cover that one first. His second question was, is Jesus the only way to salvation? And so I'll try to get to that. And hear me, I love you guys so much. But you know what? Yesterday's video was 14 and a half minutes. And my average view time was 4 minutes. And that was from my longtime subscribers that love me. So I want to say this. If you don't have time to spend with me, to watch my video all the way through, hit the like button. I want you to unsubscribe right now because it tears me down, guys. It really does. When I speak until I'm hoarse and I was talking to an empty camera the whole time, I don't have the energy for that. And I will stop making these videos if you keep doing this to me. Our relationship has to be reciprocal. I pour myself out to you. Stay on and listen to the end out of respect, or unsubscribe from me. That'd be fine also. Okay, listen, it says, brother, thank you for this. It resonates with me on many levels. A few questions. Jesus often spoke about God's justice as well. He mentions the evil going into the fire. It talks about it being eternal. What do you make of this? God is love, good and peaceful, but is he not also just and holy? What does Zoroastrianism teach about this? Great, my friend, I get this question a lot, saying that God wouldn't be just and holy if Zoroastrianism is true. So basically, if I'm seeing this right, your question is God just and holy? Doesn't he have to punish sin, right? And can I share a story with you? I won't use my wonderful friend's name, but I got a few examples, and I promise you, by the end of this, you'll see this so clear, and it's going to bring you peace about how we've been lied to about who God is. In the Abrahamic religions, my friends, they've created a God that we're terrified of. But if you go back to the original, you'll see he's nothing like what you've been told. It'll bring you a peace today. But first, I got to be Magus. So a wonderful friend of mine, I love so much, a good person. But he had an affair. And he cheated on his wife, and it destroyed him. He lost, of course, his wife. He could only see his kids on the weekend. It even cost him his business. He was a multi-millionaire, and his business just cut him off because they liked her better than him. And he not only was he beating himself up, but he lost his money. My friends, he had mansions, cars, travel. He ended up living in a tent. Do you know what? The punishment for sin and error is the punishment. Well, my friends, you put yourself in resonance for the punishment. There wasn't a bearded guy in the sky that saw him down there suffering, and then on top of it said, do you know what? I need to go down there and kick him in the nuts also because I'm just and I'm holy. My friends, the sin is punishment enough when you are a creature of light and you get off into the darkness and the terror and the fear and the hurt. My friends, you don't need your loving parent kicking the shit out of you also. You need a loving father saying, come back, son. It's okay. I still love you. I know you messed up. It's okay. You know, in the Zoroastrian religion, it says that before we even came into a body, we saw with God in the God mind our life from beginning to end. And we saw that we're going to be born in a body with addictions and perversions, and we're going to mess up, but it'd be worth it to go. And God said, go. I'm proud of you, son. I love you. I'll always be here for you, rooting for you, cheering for you. I love you. That's a lot different than the gods you see in those other religions. My friend, can you see what is just, what is holy? Maybe you've been lied to about what just and holy means. Let's look at a scripture from the Bible. The story of Achan. I love this one because it makes it so clear. If you can't see this, that's okay. You got to get in where you fit in. My friends, maybe Zoroastrianism isn't for you. Maybe a God that is just good, it's not your thing. That's okay. Do you. My friends, but at least you were open enough to listen to it. I thank you for that. Most people won't do that. So Achan and Joshua. Joshua is a great hero of the Bible, isn't he? And so Joshua told them to go in like they always did, kill the men, the women, and the children, bring back the spoils to the Lord. First, think about that. What would it look like to kill women and children? Well, I'm not even going to get off on that today. We're talking about justice and holy. Okay, what is it? So Achan kept some of the treasure, buried it under his tent. Joshua found out. He said, listen to his wording. Joshua said to Achan, son, right? Bringing him in, son. When you think of a father-son relationship, right? What do you think of? Do you think of judgment, destruction, or do you think of son? It's going to be okay. Come here, tell me what you've done. Joshua said, son, tell me what you've done. He said, Joshua, it's true. I kept some of the treasure. I'm so sorry. Joshua goes, okay. He told the soldiers, go grab Achan's wife and his children and bring them out here in front of all the soldiers and Israelites. I want them to see this. I want them to see what is just and holy. I want them to see what a just, holy God does. Now think about this. Is this just and holy? Is this your definition? He took Achan's wife and children and killed them in front of everyone and told them, do not touch the Lord's treasure. Is that just? Is that holy? I think of the Abrahamic religions. I think of Islam, right? It said if you'll sacrifice your life, right, you get 70-something virgins in heaven when you die, right? And so they'll strap bombs on themselves for God, and they'll go in and they'll blow up innocent people to strike terror into them. If we'll do this to women and children, think what we'll do to you. And they call that God. They call that holy war. They think it's just. You know, and I always thought too, if they get 70-something virgins on the other side, hot chicks, what did they do? Is that their hell? What did they do? Did they not wear their burqa right and they had some hair showing? Last year I did a couple of videos on this. A young teenage girl was beat to death by the Iranian police, morality police, because she had some hair showing out of her burqa. Beat her to death because it's holy, it's just, it's their God. My friends, the Zoroastrian God isn't like that. To us, that's not holy, that's not just. If you think God has to punish and destroy and kill, burn people for eternity in hellfire, okay, I think one of those Abrahamic religions would be perfect for you. And you know what? Some people need those. I've heard some great testimonies. You know, for those people, they can't have one beer, one glass of wine, right? They got to drink a whole case and they got to beat their wife and rape the children. My friends, those people, maybe they need that fear to keep them in line. And they'll go on TV crying and thinking that their church, they're a better person for it. My friends, but you know what? That's not the highest good. It's not God. God means the highest principle of good. It might be better than maybe if you're a drunken rapist piece of shit and now you're taking on one of those religions and you're a little better than you were. You know, that's great. That's better than, but it's not God. It's not the highest principle, God, good. You got to go back to the original religion for that, Zoroastrianism. The Magi, my friends. And I could do story after story after story. What is just? What is holy to you? What is God? What is good to you? You know, get in where you fit in. I see, you know, especially this time of year, when we're voting, right? And I think about people, they want this. They want this regime. Why don't you move to a country that already has it? If you like communism and socialism, instead of ruining your life fighting here, trying to change it, you haven't even experienced it yet. You don't know. You got an idea what you think it'd be. Go move there. Go move to Iran. You want to be a Muslim? Or are you like socialism and communism? Go move to Iran. Live there a couple years. See what it is. See what, if your hair's showing and they beat the shit out of you till you die. See if you think, you know what, maybe Islam's not for me. Maybe it's not what I built up in my mind. Maybe when they take all your money and you're working hard and they give it to people that don't do anything and you start to think, well, that didn't feel very good. That didn't feel very right. My friends, get in where you move. My God, I think of the different blue states, red states. I don't want to get political here, but just think about it. If you don't like it, instead of fighting about it, move to that state that has what you like. See if you really like it. See if you like lockdowns. See if you like government overreach before you try to push it on everybody else. Don't try to push your gods that hate, war, kill, destroy, send sickness and disease on me. I won't have it, my friends, because my God, I am light. I'm too good for that. I'm too good for your God. I'm too good for your stories. My friends, I come from the all-good Spirit. I'm made of the all-good Spirit, and I shall return to the all-good Spirit. My God. I don't know how we got off on that. You guys still with me? Who's with me? 11 minutes. Go to the comments right now. Tell me I'm still with you, Mega. So I'm going to quit this channel. You think I'm joking? I'll go do something else. My friends, this is the year of the Magi. I can do it with or without YouTube. Okay, next question he had for me. Is Jesus the only way? Love from Caraco. I looked up. It's a Dutch Caribbean island. Looks beautiful, brother. Is Jesus the only way? Again, here before we're talking about, it's the definition of it. What's your definition of just and holy? What's your definition of God? What's your definition of Jesus? The definition of Jesus for a lot of people here taught in the West, it's a human sacrifice cult. If I can just put it bluntly. It's an idea, and now see if you can see it. This is just and holy. I'm going to use a little story here. Imagine you live in a city, and there's a group of criminals going around, just murdering, killing, stealing, making the city a mess, intolerable. And they bring them into the courthouse, and the judge says, I can fix this. I'm a just, holy judge. I'm going to take my son here that has never done anything wrong. He's been perfect. He's done everything he's supposed to. He's good. And I'm going to beat him till he's bloody and crying. And then I'm going to kill him. And that would have been your guys' punishment. Okay, but now you're off. Now hear me, guys. You still are going to do bad. You can't help it. It's in your nature. You're still going to go out there and hate and rob and kill. But here's what I want you to do. Get down next to your bed at night on your knees and pray to my son and ask forgiveness. And then I won't see your filthy acts. I'll just be thinking about what I did to my son. I see the punishment. We had him beat and scourged. And now I'm not so upset. I'm still being just and holy. I'm not mad about that. And hey, look, city, I fixed the problem. I see they're still out there killing and robbing you, and nothing has really changed. But I took care of it because I'm just and holy. What did you do? The world is still a mess. The world is still hell on earth. There's still the same mess that was then that is right now. What did you do? Nothing. It ain't just. It ain't holy. You didn't do anything. Your human sacrifice is about as good as taking little cutest baby lamb, the cutest creature on the earth, slitting its throat, and tears and blood. Enough killing, enough murder, enough hate. More of it doesn't make it better. And then calling that just, trying to make people think it makes sense. You're driving them insane. It makes no sense. Now, I know you're thinking, Megs, you crossed a line. Good. I meant to cross that line so that you can follow me. And when you follow me, you'll see, wait a minute, I'm following Jesus. Because Jesus never said he was a human sacrifice, an animal sacrifice. He never said any of that. My friends, his word, his message, be good. Be perfect like your Father in heaven is perfect. How do I do that, Makis? I got so much sin in me. I've done so much wrong. I feel dirty. You got to go inside. Find that divine spark. Remember who you are. Remember who God is. You've been lied to about who God is. You've been lied to about who you are. My friends, you got to go inside. You got to check yourself. Remember who you are. Start living from that place. Start forgiving people that didn't ask for forgiveness. Loving the unlovable. Bringing the peace. Bringing the joy. Bringing the true God good into this earth. And stop with the lies that are so ridiculous. But you're told, don't you ever question it. You're scared you're going to burn in hell, right? That God will send you to hell forever to burn because he loves you. They make no sense, guys. So you want a Zoroastrianized idea of Jesus. It's vohumenu. It's the God mind that's in you. And you choose to live from that where you and God good are one. You and Jesus, the Christ mind, are one. I am the love. I am the peace. I am the joy. I am the kindness. I am the goodness. I'm the godness. All that you're going to see in this earth because he's in me. And it's my hands that are going to hand you a piece of food to eat. It's my hands that are going to put a blanket over your cold shoulders. And it's my voice and words that are going to speak you out of the hell that you're living in your own mind from Islam and Christianity and Judaism and the lies. Hear me. God is just good, undefiled, undiluted, unmixed. He's not love and hate. He's not peace and war. He doesn't heal and send disease. He is just the nature of good. And that is just, and that is holy. Sometimes I even felt myself, Megan, you just spoke truth. Who could hear it? Who's too afraid to hear it? Who's shaking in the corner? Who's a magi? My God, my God. God is good. I'm going to end with Asha 13. The original word of the good religion. All good comes from the Creator, and no evil comes from him. And from this original word, your spiritual world is made straight, and your material world comes into order. The original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator, and in that false idea is all the evil creatures suffer. Stop suffering. My friends, God is all good. Go back to the original God, the original word. Know what holy and just is. Know what good is good, bad is bad, right is right, wrong is wrong. Draw the line. Will you mess up? Of course you will. You knew that. You knew you're going to make mistakes. You're in your very DNA from parents and grandparents are things you got to overcome to send better DNA, better information, better stories, better God to the next generations. So we see a better world. My friends, Asha is, that's what's truth, it's reality. It's the real above all real. Asha is, I love you.